Hello, hello. So, we got this, of course, but we're not going to. Yep, we're not going to build this today. This is for another day, perhaps. I wonder actually why this is not glued properly. As if someone has unglued it, which is strange. I hope nothing's missing. If it is, well, I know where to complain. But I guess it's not a problem. Yeah, okay. Enough of my naked self. Yeah. Good luck with the baby. Let's hope there will be no complications. You'll let us know the next stream how it went. Anyway, enough of baby talk. Let's. We have our own baby here. Will it be a boy? Nah, we're not. We're not building it today. Not building it today. Okay. Um, while we were away, as some of you have seen in the pictures on Facebook, I've been yeah, I've been busy making room for our gearbox. Okay, so if you remember last time, we had a problem fitting this contraption in here, but now I've made room. There's space, uh, and at the same time, uh, that I made this, you can clearly see that the whole floor of the car is now a bit cleaner than on the other side. I left this side as it was, uh, just to have a comparison, and of course there's a few areas here that we still need to address before we start with the other side. So let's see what we can do here. Also the tunnel. I did the tunnel like this, but I would like to maybe revisit this and make it a little bit better. This is not really very good. I just wanted to see if things work out, and they do. But we need to do this a little bit better. This looks garbage. And I would prefer if there was no hole here. Yeah, I know of the off-road Charger from Fast and Furious, but I'm not a fan of off-road cars. And you see, since we don't have this raised part here, there's even more legroom in the car, which I like. I like if there's a lot of legroom because in Lego models we are missing that. There's room here, but we're gonna get some more. So first, let's see if we can do something about the tunnel. Okay. Okay. Let's first remove this guy. Unnecessary at the moment. Yeah, let's go ahead and remove this so we can see a little bit better what we're doing. Okay. No big deal. Now, let's start removing stuff from the rear. And of course I made this shit removable. So new, we have to take it out again. Like this. And then we can pull this out as well. Yeah. Okay. Now we can see clearly. Now we can clearly see how this is done. Okay. But I would like to fill in this hole, and we need to fill in this hole as well before we start with the tunnel, because this looks like garbage. I don't like this at all. And now we need to think of something, how we could do this. Now there's more than one scenario how to do this. One possible way would be that we move this guy 2 studs further back. We have room for this. And then this guy would fit nicely in here. This is the solution I would like. Then the whole floor would be nicely covered. I don't know why I didn't think of this when I made this, but hey, we know now. So for this we need to disassemble a few things, and hopefully at the end we can save parts and make things lighter, because you see, I'm seriously running low on these. These are such a great part, but I will have to order more. I don't even know if I have enough for the other side. For 2020, this is the gap. Oh, yeah. That's yeah. I oh god, yeah. I knew. Sorry, I knew why. There was a reason. I knew there was a reason why I did this. Um, yeah, you're right. So we can. I mean, we can get away with this on the other side. Um, yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we are going to use the thin. On this side, we are going to use the thin panel because it just feels right. And then we're going to use nine. It's an 11 stud lift arm here, and then something to hold on the tunnel. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Perfect. Disregard the colors, of course, because after we know which panels we need, I'm going to order panels in the correct colors anyway. So you mean the wheels from those cars? No, I'm not interested in that at all because they look like crap on this car. They will probably look good on some sports cars, but this is a muscle car. I chose these wheels specifically because they fit the Charger perfect. So there we go. Okay, I will remove this as well, simply because I want to see what's happening here. No, I'm going to build the Charger. I want it to compare the sizes and everything, but I will probably dismantle the Charger within a week. So, hey David. Okay. So we move it 2 studs further to the back, like this. Okay, we can move it only 1 stud further to the back because we have room. Okay, great. This is perfect. So you see, this guy will prevent the axle for the torsion bar to come out. So this is brilliant. Maybe we should use this same setup on the other side as well. Yeah, the only problem is I have only one. I think I only have one of these left. Yeah, and I wanted to use them. Or do I? No, I should have two. Wait. I should have two. What the fuck? Where are they? I have two oranges. And I should have... There should be two white ones left. Ah, exactly. Here it is. Okay, so we're safe. Okay. Okay. Now let's click this in, just for shits and giggles. And I'm getting another idea here. Okay. Like this. Okay. Now I'm watching this side and I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. What if we do something like this? We could. Oh, this would be too ideal. But oh my god, this would be perfect. Unfortunately, there's no way to connect this to this. Ah. shit. Okay, however, this has potential. This has potential because let me just get some parts. Because what we could do is use these guys. Let's say we use 2 of them. Connect them to this, I guess. But of course with another stud here. Like so. Yeah. And like this, and then we click it in here. There we go. So now we already have the first part of our tunnel. Which is nice. Of course, here in the front, we have to use this to connect the tunnel. So essentially what we're doing here, we are going to make this whole section, instead of 5 studs, it will be 7 studs wide, which is cool because this gives us more room to make the mechanism for the gear change. We can make the case of the gearbox and so on. So this is a nice bonus, I guess. Of course, now that we did this, or we are in the process of doing this, we lose again the ability to hold this guy in. I would really like to hold this guy in. Always happens. Okay. So, like this. This goes, of course, here. And these guys click in here. So, now this is pretty sturdy. Let's check. Yep, plenty of room. So from here on, here we have a lot of room. But let's not be too complacent. Let's see how this looks from the other side. And I think if we make this as wide as this, we should be fine. It's a big tunnel. I mean, in the real car it's just as big, so we can live with that, I guess. But what we could do, I'm thinking, what we could do, we could move this guy one stud. No, we can't. We can't because of our dear friend, the 8-tooth gear. So if we move this further to the front, then it will clash with the gear. So we cannot do that, sadly. So it has to be like this. But I can live with that. I can live with that. And then here, from here on, we can have the classic configuration that we used before. So we can use, oh, come on, we can use it like this, and in the end like this. There we go. And of course we make this wider. And we can dismiss this anyway from the other side. We can put in here in I think it's 7 stud. 7 stud, yeah, 7 stud. So we do it like this and like this. Ah, yeah, of course. Has to be 4 pins instead of 2. So we can do this. And this guy goes in here. There we go. So this looks nice and clean, if anybody asks me. You think? I would actually prefer this because I don't have enough of these. That's not a bad idea, I must say. It's not a bad idea. And we should think about it. We should seriously think about it because it's also going to look better. I like it. I should have a few more of these. Maybe not in this color. I have some orange ones from the Unimog and some yellow ones from I don't know where. Yeah, the E30, the concept of the E30 body was pretty good, I think. And yeah, we are basically improving upon it. That's the idea. Why not? Okay. So, if we do the same stunt as before and have this guy here, we can actually push it to the front like this, so we don't have yeah, this is going to look very nice. Of course we have to check with the gears, but I think it will be fine. Oh, this is going to look so good. Thanks for the tip. See, chat is always right. What do you mean? Move the tunnel. You mean what? You mean like this? I would actually. I mean, this is not a problem because you see, one thing you don't know that is that I'm running. come on. I'm running a 5-stud axle through here and through here. So there's a 5-stud axle going through here. There is a gap, and the gap is for a reason. The gap is for a reason. It's for this guy. This guy needs clearance. If we don't have the gap here, then our guy cannot turn. As simple as that. It clashes with the panel. I don't mind this gap. This gap can stay. I mean, you may mind. That's a different problem then. But I think, I mean, let's build this first, and we can always take it apart. No, I don't want the gap to become bigger. It'll be smaller. So let's try this again. Second attempt. What are our options? Okay, so like this, and we have the mounting options are here and yeah, and here. Okay, this is useless. Okay. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful tunnel. Now we have two options. We can continue the tunnel to be the same width throughout, or we can, and we should, offset it 1 stud to the inside, so we can mount this plate, this panel here and here, and then we can have just a simple connection here, which is 2 studs here and 2 studs there. Yeah, let's make some contraption to accommodate this. It shouldn't be difficult. So we need, well, basically we can use just why are the parts that you need always at the bottom? Nah, I'll use these. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't have enough. Anyway, I need to order. Okay. Okay. Just a second. This is just a test fit. Okay, so we can have it like this. And like this. And then we squeeze this guy in where wait, okay, we squeeze it in like here. It's cool. So we have room to spare. Perfect. That's one option. No, I didn't calculate the height of the tunnel. The tunnel is just it's like this. What we can make. The tunnel is not to scale, just the exterior is to scale. Well, I don't know what you mean. At this point I'm actually at a loss. I don't know what you mean with this. But I know that I want this to be like this. And then we can have these parts, fixing it to the rest. There we go. Okay, and now we have to connect it on the bottom. Okay, let's turn it around and see what we got. Nice. So we have a lot of room here, and it doesn't look like much from the top. Haha, look at that. There's so much room, and we still have to do the other side. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but we have something like this. I mean, the tunnel is going to, it's sloping inwards. It's beautifully sloping inwards. We don't need anything else. Of course we are going to do something in between here. We need to support, after all, we need to support the Hand of God steering and stuff like that. That's not really a problem. That requires just a little frame in here that will hold everything. That's not really an issue. But this is cool. I like it. This makes everything look so clean. And imagine now all of this being black. So no color variation. So everything nice and smooth and black. I really like it. You don't like it? I mean, I like it. This frame is also going away. We're going to replace it with something else. Since this is now narrower than it was before. Or it's not narrow, but we don't have mounting points here. But this is not really a problem. And look at all of that room here. I mean, couldn't be better, if you ask me. Now let's just finish. Let's just finish the frame rail here, or better to say, put it back in, so we know how everything goes together, and then we can replicate this on the other side. Okay, so this guys connect nicely. See, adds even more strength. Now the tunnel is actually really strong, a really strong part of the car. And we can, oh great. So what we can do here is we can add, I think we can add this guy here in the event of emergency. But I think it might interfere. Yeah, it will interfere with our differential. So no connection here. But you know, we can basically do a blunt thing and just do this. Problem solved. The axle is not coming out. Okay, now to this. Basically, we stay the same as before, like this. This is coming out here. Oh, great. Even better than before. We can remove this guy here. And we can put this lift arm here. Like this. So this is now really strong. This is now really strong. With a minimum amount of parts. This is now really strong with a minimum amount of parts, and it looks much cleaner than the other side. If you look at our contraption here, it looks so busy, and this looks nice and smooth. Of course, you have to imagine it to be in a single color. Now it's all kinds of colors, so it looks even busier than it is. And yeah, pretty nice. And in the end, probably we will be able to omit this guy, not entirely, but most of it. So there won't be a lift arm here, just panels that will end on each side nicely somehow, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, this is going to be nice. So now that we know how everything needs to be, let's rip out this side and replicate what we have on the other side. Easy peasy. Okay, now this up. Yeah, we'll do something. This is just it's a placeholder. This is not important right now. This will be important when we have the gearbox in, and then we have to connect the gearbox to the rear axle. Then we're going to deal with this. Possibly we could, basically, what we could do, you know, for all intents and purposes, we could use these for the cardan. We could use these. I mean, I don't care. They are good enough. Yeah, we could use these. See, we could basically make this part here 2 studs instead of 3 studs, and then this slots directly into it, and then the cardan goes to the gearbox. So we'll deal with it. No worries. It'll look nice. But since it bothers you so much, let's remove it. It's not important right now. Yeah, okay. It went out easier than expected. So we need none of this. All of this is obsolete. Okay. And this is obsolete as well. Oh, come on. This is obsolete as well. And we don't need this frame either. Okay. Can remove this for now as well. And what else can we and should remove? Yeah, basically everything. Basically everything. We can remove this for now, this, and this, and this, and this. You see, the real cardan is, you know what the problem with the real cardan joints from Lego is? Why I'm not using them for anything else than perhaps steering. Perhaps. The problem with the Lego cardan joint is it breaks. See, these guys like to break here. As soon as there's some sort of force, they break here. So they are really useless for any kind of high strength applications. That's why I don't like to use them for anything else other than maybe steering. But even there, for steering, the problem is that they have slack, and I don't like that. If possible, even with our hand of God steering, I already discovered that we can omit this and add, instead of this, we can add the CV joint, and we will, because I don't like this. So now that we removed basically everything, why is this guy not clicking in? Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, since now that we removed everything, let's start adding things back in. And we are going to start with the tunnel. Yeah, I know. I've done all this. And still they are breaking. Before there were before there was studless, and even at the beginning of when I developed the Mustang, I tried all of this. Believe me. Yeah, and they break. The white E30 Touring is in the moment it's in the garage. The front end is broken, of course, from the crash, and I'm going to fix the replacement body shell in the winter, and then it's getting painted in spring, and so then I can move over everything from the white car to the new chassis, which will also be white, of course. Yeah, we'll make a video once this is done, but you know, that's a long time off. So let's concentrate on our build here. Okay. Now we can put this back together. Just notice this guy is missing a pin. Come on, go together. What's the problem? Okay, great. No, wait, like this, yeah. Okay. Okay. Just noticed what we missed on this side. A pin should be here. We have to put a pin in here. But I guess, yeah, we definitely should put a pin in here. Oh, fuck it. Well, how difficult can it be? I mean, why don't you make the top of the cardan joint like this? Why does it have to be like this? Make them like this. How difficult is it? I think it's a play on Ubuntu server, the Linux distribution. Okay. Ah. Now go in. Okay. 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 We're good here. Okay. this. Nice. And nice. Okay. We have some strength back. I'm very sure that the torsion bars are not going to break under load. I've tested these quite extensively. Once everything is together, we can bounce the car a little bit if you like. Okay. Fuck this up. Okay. Now let's not forget this guy on this side. Nice. Okay. What did I forget? Ah, of course. I forgot to make a very important part. So now let me show you how I complicated a simple thing. We have this. And then we put in this guy and put the 5-stud through it. There we go. Now this is more solid. There we go. And now we can put the gear on. What language? Uruntu. What language is this, by the way? I'm curious. Is it Turkish? Now let's remember how I did it on the other side. I think I did it like this. Yep. Like this, and we go with this and this. I guess, yeah. Okay. There we go. Much stronger already. Just a quick refresher how I did it on the other side. Okay. I see I need to add. This guy here. Okay. Just do not forget it. So now we have the staggered panels here. Which we can stagger just like that. Okay. yeah, of course. Of course, it's the other way around. Okay, yeah, like this. Now, okay, these clicked in. So soon we are going to get back some stability in this car. Okay, there we go. Much more stable. Right. So let's do this here in the rear. This can fuck off. No need for them anymore. Come on. Okay. Okay. So we can put a connector in here. Good. And what else do we have? We have this guy. It's connecting like that. Okay. Oh, come on, let go. Thank you. I mean, this is probably unnecessary, but you know, like when we go redesigning the car after all is done, so we can get rid of unnecessary parts, we'll probably get rid of it, but right now let's leave it in. Oh guys, please pop in. Come on, do me a favor. Which one of you is being a bitch? There we go. Okay. Now we have this. There we go. We're getting another thunderstorm. Okay, this goes on the inside like this. Okay, and we have this. Today. I bought the charger today. Perfect. Now possibly we could, yeah, we should add one more pin here. Oh, why? Well, it's first of all, I wanted it for no other reason than having it, and second, it's going to be a great parts donor for our car. There we go. Perfect. Now that's a nice little tunnel that we have here. Yeah. Fuck off. Okay. Save this. Now let's thank you, Daggett. Well, I like the charger. I really like certain things. I mean, we're going to talk about it when we build it here. If you want it, I would build it on live stream, just for shits and giggles. Okay. So I completely forgot how I solved this side, this on the other side. So let's take a quick look how this is solved. Ah, okay. So I need to make myself one of these. Okay. This clicks. Okay. No secrets. Okay. Pop in. Okay, and this too. Perfect. Let's put everything together. Okay. There we go. Now you will notice that when we do this, the tunnel is now pretty flimsy, but this is not going to be a problem because our gearbox, the frame of our gearbox, is going to click in somewhere here, and it's going to hold everything together. Ivan is in Ireland. He's working at a car restoration shop, and he's still alive. We're still in contact, but he is not doing any Lego stuff at the moment. So look at the space here. Look at the space that we have here. So much space for gearbox. Much more than before. So no worries about anything. I do have a feeling that something's not right here. Kind of looks to me, I don't know. Ah, of course. This guy isn't clicked in. Come on. Okay. There we go. Now we're in. Yeah, now it's right. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I don't know about you, but to me, this looks like a very nice cockpit. There's so much leg room here. And the sloped sides of the tunnel look really nice. Actually, this looks very realistic. Yeah. Uruntu, don't let's not get cocky. Let's be happy with what we have. So the first thing that we need to do now is, the first thing that we need to do now is reinstate our Hand of God steering. Yeah, let's keep it three speed. I agree. Okay, so Hand of God steering. Come on. I had it in my hands just before. Ah, yeah, okay. So, we're going. Are we? Yeah, we're going in with this. Ah. Of course, using CV joint. We want as little slack as possible. Ah. Okay, let's do this off the car. As little slack as possible, and this offers the least amount of slack. This is perfect. Now I need to fill this guy back in here. Hopefully. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we are going to put this back in as well. It's support. What did I use before? Something. Nah, I guess this is gonna be enough. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this once we start making the dashboard. Then we're going to do this properly. Okay. So what was the length before? Length before this. Yeah, we're gonna have to experiment a little bit. These are now useless. Somehow something here. Yeah. Well, basically we need to make some sort of frame in here, in the middle, that's going to support this. But I need to know exactly where. So we're going to make a sliding thingy, because we don't know where. And we're going to do it like this. So, okay. And once we know, then we can finish it. Oh, come on. Which part is that? Oh, what have I done? What have I done? But basically, I would just put, you know, 2 axles in here, and then 2 connectors in here, and then have it slide here, so we can determine where the support needs to be. With a 5-stud lift arm. So this guy, you would put this guy in like this. I mean, the problem is, you realize the problem is that we have only 2 holes for to fix it. And I really just want to see where it has to be. I'm making a jig, if you like the. So it needs to be. Oh, really? A 9. No, this is a 10er. It needs to be a 9er. Okay, I don't have it. So, since I don't have it, I cannot use it. Good. Send me the link on Facebook and I'll take a look. Okay, but right now I'm just making a sliding jig just to determine where the fuck this guy needs to be. And it needs to be. What? Excuse me? Ah, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, so first thing first thing that we need to do is this guy needs to be one step further that way. Okay. Okay. I hope I can check it. Let's hope the stream doesn't time out, as it usually does when I try to look up something on the internet. Wow. The internet is so slow when I'm streaming. Ah, I'll check it later. Doesn't matter. For what you're doing now, it doesn't matter. I don't have the parts anyway. So, doesn't really matter. Okay. So, this works. Kinda. Okay. So, we now know where it needs to be. And it needs to be where? Sorry that you cannot see it. Okay, here. And we have, what's the spacing here? Maybe it's a 3-stud connector, or maybe not. What is this? Okay. So this works. Let me get rid of this. We can get more access. So this kind of works. Now, come on. This works. We just need to support it. We need to support it somehow. Let's see if Facebook has finally opened. Okay, Facebook had opened. Oh, that part. Yeah. That's a nice part. But I don't think I have it. No. I don't have it. I mean, technically I do have it because it's in the charger. But, you know, right now we're going to do something else. And then we're going to revisit this. I'm going to probably order more of these parts anyway, because I like them. Okay. So. Wait, what? Oh God! Of course, it was right the first time. It was just me being stupid. Yes, of course. Like it's like this. Yeah. Okay. So it's 2 studs here. I mean, I'm going to use this contraption right now to make this happen, and then we're going to redesign this once I get the parts, if that's okay. Perfect. Okay. So we need what? Okay, this is going to be um 2 studs and 4 studs. Okay. Trying to do this as simple as possible, but there's really no simple way. You can do it like this, I guess. Yeah. To do it like this. I use these connectors on one side, and then 4 of these guys on the other side. This, and we need this, and this. Okay, and I think we have everything. Oh my, I have used all of these off already. Oh. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, come on, where's your... Ah, here. There we go. And I just simply put an axle here for now. But what we can do is we can create a support here. So we omit this guy. We are going to make a support for the steering here. It needs to be 2 studs. Yeah, like this. I think my cat has brought a mouse by the sounds of it. I probably will have to deal with it. So not this, not like this. Going to have to butcher this here. There. Come on. Okay. Very good. And we're going to use this, and where was that other part? Yeah, by the sounds of it, he's playing with the mouse right now. In front of my door, of course. Ah, crap, no. We're not going to use this. We're going to use the blue pin. Blue pin. And this guy. No, you didn't just drop out again. Ah. For fuck's sake. Ah, okay. Back in again. Okay. And we need 1, 2, 3. Okay. We need a fiver. A 5-stud axle. And 2 double bushings on each side. Like this. Okay. That looks good. There we go. Back in business. I have some pictures. After today, I'm going to make pictures of all of this, and then you can take a look. But of course, after it's finished, I'll ask someone of you, to create instructions in some digital form or something. If you're willing to do it, of course. I'm not going to demand something that you're not willing to do. But I would basically supply pictures of all of it, and then we can make the instructions in, I don't know, Digital Designer or whatever. We have changed actually so much today that any pictures made before are almost invalidated at this point. Very nice. Let's check everything. Everything looks to be in perfect order. Oh, very nice. And I must admit that the car now feels even sturdier than before with this new floor. And it's not even finished. So much room. Ah! And the gearbox went to the floor. Nah, it's fine. But I really wanted to check once more how our clearances are. And they look great. See? More than enough for everything. And I also checked if the gearbox is in this position. Then we have here, come on. Here is the crank, and there's the perfect amount of room here for the crankshaft. It's in the exactly right height. So the engine has a good chance to be pretty realistic. Okay, so oh, of course, I forgot something. I forgot to complete our C-pillar. That's why the roof wasn't as sturdy as it should be. There we go. Believe it or not, but these guys are not just decoration. They actually provide a lot of strength for the roof. These guys. This is actually doing its thing. Oh yeah. So the suspension does take quite a beating. It's not flimsy at all. Like it. And if we take a look inside, yeah, it's thundering here a little bit. I think this looks very clean. Very clean. And so much room inside of the cabin. Imagine this being black, of course, and then you would hardly see it. Okay? And now look at this legroom. Look at the legroom in here. Look at how much room the driver has under the steering wheel. It's like in a real car. Perfect. And if we take a look at the back, there's also such a nice big area. Come on. Big area where the rear bench is going to be. Again, a lot of room. a lot of room for passengers. And our hand of God steering is not going to interfere with anything, because our shifter our shifter is going to be like somehow like this. It's going to poke out of here, and then it's going back and forth. I don't know. I can live with the hand of God steering part being here, since the interior isn't going to be extremely detailed. I mean, this isn't going to be really a very detailed model of the car as such. Not every dial and not every crevice will be just like in the car, but the general gist needs to be there. That's our idea. So, yep, time flies. So, next video, if everybody is okay with that, we would build the Lego charger, so that we break the flow a little bit, and then after we build the Lego charger, I will. In the meantime, I'm going to order a few parts here and there from Bricklink, and then when we return for the stream after the next stream, we are going to build the doors. So we will have a nice closing doors with a mechanism, a realistic mechanism for opening and closing. And we are going to have to, while we do that, we are going to also start on the bodywork, because it's crucial where the this panel and the door meet. We need to make somehow one flow into the other. So you see, this guy is 10 stats from the bottom, which is okay. I guess 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, it's 10 stats, but it needs to be one stat lower, because these guys start here. They need to start here, not one stat higher. The one stat higher part is here, so they need to start lower, and then everything descends and then falls back on the shoulder. So we need to re-engineer this part first before we start on the door. Fit one of these panels here where the door ends, and then we can do the door. And the door will basically be these panels on top, and it'll open something like that. This is going to be interesting. So that's the plan. So Lego charger in the next episode, doors in the episode after that, and then we return to the gearbox. That's kind of the timeline, if everybody is okay with that. Runtu, that's you see, every model that you can buy with Lego also has a lot of hours put into it. Every mock on the internet, lots of hours put into it. If you want things to be perfect, you have to put in the work. Things don't design themselves. Well, sometimes it clicks together, but a lot of thinking has to go into model like this. Also, I wonder if the frame of the charger, of the Lego charger, would fit here. If I wondered this from the beginning, before I even started the stream, if the Lego charger frame is big enough for this. I think not. I think it's smaller. But would be nice if we had a frame that would go all around the engine bay, making everything that much sturdier. But oh well, you can't have everything, I guess. Um, yeah. Also, you will notice that I've added these corners. They just make everything here much sturdier, and they're really, I don't know, small modification, and they may help us mount the fenders and everything. Um, I wondered something. For example, when we switch from the doors to the fenders, oh my god, look at this. Such a nice, since the fenders will be like that and the doors will be like that, such a nice nice angle. It'll look so smooth. Yeah, I wonder that myself, because you see, with a car like this, where everything is modular, you can, if I don't like the engine, I can put it out, put a new one in, no modifications on anything required. I don't like the gearbox, no problem, make another gearbox, no modifications on the car required. Want to do a different suspension? No problem, everything is modular, do what you like. You don't have to disassemble half of the car to modify the suspension. Same with the rear axle. Want to remove the doors? They will be easily removable. Same with all the panels. There's nothing in here that you need to disassemble half of the car to get to something. Um, that's my philosophy, because I like Lego for what it stands for. So don't have a car that you put on the shelf and you're done with it. Lego is for doing stuff like this. Uh, I always when I got a model back in the day and even today, I build it, see what's good about it, admire it, and then use some of the things that I learned from it in my own creations. That's how I look at it. Of course, there are models that you buy just for display and to enjoy them, like the Creator series. For example, I like those models as they are, but they are not meant to be realistic Technic models like this. They are just that Creator models. With a car like this, I would like people to not put the beautiful model when it's finished on the shelf. I would like them to put what we are going to do, to put electric motor in and drive it. So have I mean we are designing a realistic suspension with proper geometry. It'll be a balanced setup and all that shit, not to sit on a shelf. It's to drive. This needs to drive. Then it has a purpose. Then it's fun. It needs to get dirty. I don't know. We can put some, I don't know. We can put more of these in here, like mud flaps. When you're driving, the wheels don't shovel mud all into the cockpit. We should do that. Absolutely, we should do that. I think two of these will fit in here, and it'll be glorious. Well, I don't know. If we want this to be finished anytime soon, then we need to do as much of, as much as possible of the charger. I don't know. We'll see. What I would like to do as in the LP segment, I would like to make a steam engine. So basically, a realistic model of a steam engine where the engine is basically a compound engine. So you have like, I don't know, the you know a normal engine, like it's best to say to get a 3-cylinder engine. So you have the 3 cylinders need to be different sizes, and what happens is air comes into the first cylinder, and then after the first cylinder is done with its work, it exhausts the air into the second cylinder. The second cylinder is bigger than this cylinder, so uh, not bigger in the sense of um, you see, if we would take this cylinder, this cylinder, okay, let's start at the beginning. So an expansion engine, like in steam ships, worked like this. You had a high pressure cylinder, a medium pressure cylinder, and a low pressure cylinder. The high pressure cylinder was the diameter of the cylinder. The diameter of the cylinder was the smallest. Then you had a medium cylinder that had a bigger diameter. So let's say 2 of these. And then you had a low pressure cylinder which was even bigger diameter. So let's say 4 of these cylinders. And what happens? This cylinder, high pressure air comes in here. This cylinder goes up and down and then exhausts the air, not into the air, into the surrounding air, but into these two. So into the bigger cylinder, where it does more work, and then after the work is done here, these two exhaust the air into the even bigger cylinder. So the 4 cylinders in our case. And then that cylinder exhausts the air into the surrounding air. The idea is that you need more surface area of the cylinder, of the piston, actually, of the piston. So this guy, the rubber seal here, needs to be bigger. And then the air pressure acts on it and pushes it downward. The lower the air pressure, the bigger the area, so the bigger the diameter of the cylinder needs to be to do the same work as the previous one. And that's always fascinates me. But it's not easy to do with Lego, especially not with unmodified parts. With unmodified parts, it's impossible. We would have to do our own valves. So basically, I would use an old cylinder like this. I mean, this one is already useless, and oh, it has a spring inside. So I would drill 2 additional holes in here, and then this would be on an eccentric cam, and then I would use basically the air is coming through here and exhausts here, and then depending on how this moves, it creates a path of air that goes from one cylinder to the next, or not, or it's blocked, like in a real pneumatic valve, like in steam locomotives or steam engines. So that's one of the ideas. But that's a lot of modification, and we'll see. It is a possibility. We wouldn't use steam. No. We're not using steam. We're using compressed air. Because if we use steam is going to melt Lego. That's not good. Steam is completely out of the question. The Lego pneumatic engines work on the principle of steam engines. So it's just the principle. I need to put this back. Okay. I'm happy with what we did today. Really happy. This looks way better. It's much cleaner. Much cleaner, everything. Imagine it in a single color. Then it'll look even cleaner, less busy. The mix of colors, of course, yeah, it creates an illusion that it's busier than it is actually. But yeah. And I just, yeah, maybe not, maybe yes. We could, you see, while we're at it, there's a potential of re-engineering, so we can omit this guy and we put basically two 4-stud lift arms, or even, yeah, two 4-stud lift arms here instead of the pin, and they could then combine all of this into one piece. So we don't need this guy to connect all of this. So more potential for simplifying things and make it cleaner. Oh, you must be new here, Thibaut. You must be new here. So where is the spring, I wonder? Come on, focus. Fang, I don't like pinching. I don't like pinching hoses. That's not my idea of an engine. Yeah. So Thibaut, our springs are the white axles. These are torsion bars, like in the real car, and they are adjusted by these screws. So basically, worm gears. You can adjust them with the knobs, so up and down. Like this, or like this. Yeah. Now the anti-roll bar is preventing this. And the suspension works by twisting this axle, like in the real car. You twist this axle, and it springs. And of course, we have the anti-roll bar, which I can feel a lot when compressing just one wheel. That's why I'm compressing both at the moment. So it works like a charm, I must say. No. We don't use a single Lego shock absorber. There are no shock absorbers have been harmed during the making of this car. We use even in the rear. You see, even in the rear, we have no Lego shock absorbers anywhere to be seen. But what we have are leaf springs. So the spring force comes from the plates bending. What? Damn it! I dropped a gear. So the spring force is, see, when these bend, they are bending, and that's where the spring force comes from. Like in the real leaf spring suspension. It works exactly like the real thing. And we also have an anti-roll bar here. That I think is also effective. Of course, we could re-engineer this. So it takes the CV joint instead of our oversized cardan, which I must admit is good for some applications, but the CV joint will be more than enough for here. Should do its work nicely, and will look much smaller. Yeah, so we'll do that next, maybe next episode, or when we tackle the gearbox. Okay, so basically, what I owe you, I owe you pictures. So now that we've done really the big things, I'm going to make a lot of pictures of all of this. I'll take these panels off, make you pictures of all, and yeah, it's Thunder. And then you can build what you see here at home. I mean, things are going to change, but at least you can maybe follow us here on stream and build along if you want. The new ones. So these, the new CV joints, are actually pretty usable. These don't pop up easily at all. These have a nice click in them, and we are not going to stress them like this. The movements are going to be very very small, so they should be fine, and they're strong enough, so they'll be like this. It's going to be like this, so it's going to be great. We discussed this before. The cardan joints are really useless because they are weak as fuck. They are the weakest as weak as it gets, basically. Again, see, so this guy, this is strong, and this is weak. They like to crack here. So a parts cardan, I tried that. It breaks, and it's just even bulkier. Why do you think I designed this? I designed this because all the other solutions broke. This was the only solution that allowed movement and didn't break. All other current solutions that I made broke. So this is it. This is indestructible in Lego terms. The worm gear adjusts the torsion bars. It adjusts the height and the stiffness of the front suspension. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Some movement is permitted, I guess. I don't see how I can eliminate this entirely. I mean, I guess this happens in the real car as well. Yeah, I had ideas for I have ideas for a Formula One car. I do have ideas for it. But a Formula One car would be made with some modified parts. I don't know. We'll see. First, we need to finish this car. Otherwise, it's just another one of my started and unfinished projects. So, I really want to finish this. First, because the Charger is my dream car. Uh, I would like to have a beautiful one made out of Lego. This is the perfect opportunity. Uh, it will look much better than the Lego version. It's going to have all of the technical stuff that the Lego version doesn't have. So, yeah, why not? Um, the For the next project, yeah, for the next project, I don't know. I now have a few suggestions from you, and we are going to have a vote. And the project that gets the most votes is our next project. But since this is a while off, we're going to collect a few suggestions first. So we have Formula One, we have the E30, we have I don't know, an Audi Quattro, we have the Bugatti Veyron or Chiron in this style. So yeah, the Charger one. That's why we're building it. We are building the Charger because it won. Of course, at the time, oh, the competition. The competition was won by a guy from the Czech Republic. He designed a really nice looking body for the E30. Um, I should post some pictures of it. Um I wonder. See what's happening here. If we would somehow support the firewall, we would support the firewall with, I don't know, let's say a lift arm somehow. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. On Facebook. The voting was on Facebook. I even posted it on Twitter. I did not make a video of it. Yes, that's true, but you know, doesn't matter. I mean, you want me to scrap the Charger and start something else? I don't think so. We're going to build this till the end, and after it's done, we move on. There's, I mean, even with the bodywork, there's going to be some interesting building techniques that we are going to use. But you can support me if you go to my Patreon page, which you can see the link to it. You can see here, and maybe consider supporting me. You know, Lego isn't cheap, and whatever I can buy with it will be used in this stream anyway. Um, so, oh god, I need to clean the wax of my table. But yeah, the Charger is first. We need to finish the Charger. I want it to be finished. It's going to be great. Um we are going to have door locks. The hood is going to have a hood latch. We're going to have the mechanism for opening the doors to the headlights. Uh, I don't know. Gearbox will be fun. We're gonna have a great looking and functioning engine, not just a simple 8 cylinders going up and down and nothing else happening. I want, if possible, I want some action in here. So valves or I don't know. Nah, I don't know. You know how Patreon works. I don't know. €3 per month. I don't know. And then we save up for some stuff. Yeah, we can. I don't know. I don't know if there is going to be much room to do a lot with the seats. We can try some stuff. Front and back should be doable, and tilting back should also be doable. So yeah, the hood is also my favorite part. Um, and of course, we need to then change the wheel hubs here. I mean, the way this wobbles left and right is just crazy. Instead of the tires working, we have just wheel wobble because of the Lego wheel hubs. See, this is entirely the hub. This is how wobbly Lego wheel hubs are. Incredible. Yeah, so we're wrapping up the stream for tonight. Support me on Patreon or in the buy something from the LP Power shop. The proceeds of which both all go into what we are going to do in the stream. Um so yeah, but I don't think that will happen anytime soon. Okay, the next stream is going to be today's Monday, maybe tomorrow or on Wednesday. And in the next stream, we are going to build the Lego charger and talk about the Lego charger, what's good, what's bad. Um and then we move on with the gearbox. What was the issue? They're really such a simple part. Such a nice, simple part. Anyway, good night, boys. I see you in the next stream.